Welcome to the Education Department Update for 2015. My name is Shawna Strickland, and I'm the Associate Executive Director of Education at the AARC. Before I talk about the AARC Education Department activities, I want to take a moment to reflect upon the mission and vision statement of the AARC. Like the rest of the organization, the mission and vision of the AARC is at the heart of everything we do in the Education Department. Our goal is to ensure that all of the education that we develop truly deepens the knowledge base of the respiratory therapist and improves their ability to deliver safe and effective, quality patient care and truly impact the lives not only of the patients but also of the community. So we really focus on the vision statement that we will encourage and promote professional excellence, advance the science and practice of respiratory care, and serve as an advocate for patients, their families, the public, the profession, and the respiratory therapist. So as we develop educational projects and programs, we start first with our needs assessment. Typically, a topic idea has been brought to the education department from the membership through surveys after courses or from the board of directors. Once the needs assessment to identify the viability of that topic has been completed, then we start with the design process. After the design has been completed, then we move into a practical development phase, and then implementation, and then a summative evaluation in the form of a post-course survey to each of the persons who has completed the course. Note that the formative evaluation is present at every stage of this development process. With each step that's been completed, we internally evaluate the process and the outcomes and the product, and then go back to the drawing board if need be. In 2014, we identified some strategic goals, and I'm very happy to report that we have achieved all of these goals. The first goal that we had was to improve the user experience so that we could better meet the educational needs of the membership. We did this through the AARC University. We also wanted to improve the CRCE application process, and we have improved the process. It's completely electronic, and most of the applications are completed within 5 to 10 business days of receipt. We wanted to increase the programs meeting state licensure requirements, such as ethics and patient safety, and we've done that mostly through the strategic topic selection for our free member-only webcasts. We wanted to increase specialty programs to assist in our respiratory therapy leadership development. We answered that call with the very popular Leadership Institute. And we wanted to improve the examination prep courses to align with new NBRC test matrices, especially the CRT-RRT transition to the therapist multiple choice and clinical simulation examination process. We also wanted to streamline our departmental processes and improve our efficiency. And again, I'm happy to report that we have completed all of these goals. So for 2015, we want to make sure that we continue to meet those goals. And so our top priority is meeting the educational needs of the memberships. Again, improving and increasing programs to meet state licensure requirements and increasing specialty programs to assist in respiratory therapy leadership development and preparation for specific situations or credentialing examinations. And as always, we will continue to strive to streamline our departmental processes and improve efficiency. At a glance, our department is fairly diverse. We have a lot of online programming. We have programming on demand through CDs and DVDs. And we also have our live webcasts. In addition to developing education, we also have the continuing respiratory care education approval arm of the department. And Mr. Reagan Hickey, whose picture you can see here on the left side of your screen, runs our continuing education department to provide approval for those courses sponsored by others. So to look at a few of the newer products and projects we have worked on over the past year, I'll start with the AARC University, which was implemented in May of 2014 after about a 6-month process of discovery and then implementation. The whole purpose of developing AARC University was to eliminate the different processes of registering, accessing, and taking the examination for a specific course. So with AARC University, it is a one portal opportunity for all of our asynchronous materials. That includes our archive webcasts, specialty courses, examination prep courses, and any other online on-demand programming that we have. Live webcasts are not through AARC University, nor are our group courses. AARC University is for the individual to access the content, take the examination, obtain their CRCE certificate all in the same place. And this has been very successful. We've seen an increase in the amount of educational products through AARC University as compared to past years without AARC University. Our AARC live webcast program continues to be very popular. We have on average between 400 and 500 respiratory therapists join us for every webcast. We've had as many as 900 join us, so we've had a really excellent few years with the webcast program. It is a member benefit. Without membership, the attendee cannot earn CRCE. In 2015, we have 12 webcasts scheduled and 10 journal casts. The respiratory care journal casts are a very unique type of webcast. It's a little like a journal club where we have an expert who takes the editor's choice from that month's issue of respiratory care and discuss some background of the problem, break down the research methodology, help explain the statistics a little bit, and then talk about the implications for clinical care. And those have been very popular as well. All of our webcasts and journal casts are archived for later viewing at a minimal cost, especially to members who can earn one CRCE for only $7.50. The great thing about our webcasts is that they are mobile now, so you don't have to be tied to a desk. They can be accessed on any kind of Android or Apple device, and they have worked out very well for our members, especially those who are commuting to and from in that time frame where we deliver the webcast. In 2015, we retired the Professor's Rounds series after 25 fantastic years, and we have replaced it with a product called Current Topics in Respiratory Care. It's very similar to the process of Professor's Rounds, with the exception that it's not a studio production. So the development cost is lower so that the cost to the end user is much more affordable. So the first year of Current Topics has a wide variety of topics to access. The purchaser can purchase all 8 in a series, or they can purchase individually. And just like Professor's Rounds, these are purchased by a department manager who then makes them available to staff, and they can watch the DVD, take the post-test, submit the CRCE. The CRCE is non-traditional, and these are staggered. So the first project, Ebola from Sierra Leone to Sin City by Dr. Louis Rubinson, was launched in February of 2015. And you can see the website at the bottom. This is, again, a group course, so this is not located on AARC University. Again, this is a physical DVD that the manager purchases to have available for staff. In 2014, we completed the Human Resources Survey. This was the largest sample size for the therapist survey that we've ever had. We had over 15,000 respiratory therapists actually participate, which is really, really good. It does have a bit of a downside, though, because this is a large sample. The sample was very, very broad, which meant that it's much more generalizable in terms of statistics. But because it's more generalizable, it does have some significant differences from past surveys that may mean that trending that data is a little more difficult because, again, this is much more representative of the population than the smaller samples in the past. One of the major findings of the Human Resources Survey was that our respiratory therapist population is about one-third male, two-thirds female. I don't think that's a surprise. Most people would assume 60-40, 70-30 split, females to males. There has been an increase in minority populations over the last several years, and of course, very few vacant positions, which is not a surprise given the anecdotal comments we have been receiving from various geographic areas of the United States. Interestingly, when the compensation factors were identified, because the sample was so large and because the sample was much more representative, meaning that many of the members were not many of the respondents were not AARC members, we were able to look at some very unique compensation factors. And so of this list, you'll see that I have in blue that AARC member actually accounted for a modest increase in salary. Those who reported that they were AARC members and reported their salary, we identified that those persons did have a salary of about $2,000 more than non-members. Now we have to be careful about this. This doesn't mean that we can walk into our boss's office and say, I'm an AARC member, where's my money? It means perhaps that the person who is an AARC member is more engaged, and that shows in the job performance, which translates into a higher salary. One of the only negative factor that was discovered in the compensation factors on the survey was the presence of concurrent therapy. Those persons who identified that their facility encouraged concurrent therapy actually reported a lower salary. Now, there could be a lot of reasons for that lower salary, but there was a positive correlation. Concurrent therapy, lower salary. So the Human Resources Survey is available in our resources tab on the website for purchase. We also this year decided to break the survey into 3 pieces. So for those researchers who only needed the education survey or only needed the management survey or only needed the therapist survey, they could buy only that piece without having to spend the money to buy the entire package. But the important thing is that we did not raise the prices from the 2009 survey. So this is still an affordable product. In 2015, we also had 2 live courses. We tried a new experiment in Winfield, Illinois, just outside of Chicago, in March. We had the Adult Critical Care Specialist course. Half of the course was delivered face-to-face on March 20th. Half of the course was delivered via an online supplement course on AARC University. So the participants earned 7 live CRCE, and they also had the opportunity to earn 6.5 non-traditional CRCE. And there were about 80 attendees at that particular course, and the feedback was positive. The Pulmonary Disease Educator course made its debut also in March in Arlington, Virginia, right before the PACT meeting. The Pulmonary Disease Educator course, which was a 2-day course focusing on 5 diseases, but mostly the concept of disease management with the chronic pulmonary patient and how to improve outcomes, was held. 12.45 CRCE were offered. We had a sold-out crowd. It was a small venue, so we had 115 attendees, which was the maximum crowd we could hold in that room. And the multidisciplinary content and faculty was a huge bonus. We do thank our partners with the Pulmonary Disease Educator course, Asthma and Allergy Network, the AACVPR, the COPD Foundation, and the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation for supporting some of the speakers so that we could learn from such experts. So coming in 2015, we have a lot of new educational opportunities. The Adult Critical Care Specialist course is entirely online and available in the AARC University, as is a new spirometry course that was launched in February. We are developing more student-centric content so that we can help the students perhaps grasp difficult concepts and have some entree into continuing education and how to be good consumers of that continuing education. An advanced concepts in pulmonary function technology is slated to launch in June of 2015. A pediatric congenital heart defect course that's in development in conjunction with Duke Pediatrics should be coming in summer, probably August of 2015, and then a comprehensive clinician training on tobacco dependence for respiratory therapists is coming in the fall of 2015. And all of these are online and can be found or will be found at AARC University. So I thank you for visiting with me for a few minutes today to learn about what the Education Department has been doing and will be doing in 2015. We appreciate your dedication to our profession, to our therapists, and of course to our patients. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.